channel. Today we are rewinding the clock back to June 1991. Destination, Manila, Philippines. Back in June 1991, I was a single 27-year-old who decided to take a trip to the Philippines for the very first time. I arrived in Manila in the evening of June 15th, 1991, the very day the infamous Mt Pinatubo blasted its top. And it was the second largest eruption in the 20th century. I didn't know it at the time, but my flight was one of the last in before they closed the airport. And, I was armed with, a guidebook. This is like an insight guide, publication 1988. I think later sort of got the Lonely Planet book. But as I exited the airport, it was just like raining ash. That was the start of a pretty wild adventure. Once my flight landed, they more or less closed the airport immediately after. And we were actually forced to fly through ash cloud before landing. So we didn't know it at the time, but, there was a little bit of danger involved in getting that plane on the ground. And once I walked outside the airport doors, the street air had an interesting smell. It was humid and it was raining ash. I approached a local taxi driver and tried to haggle down a taxi fare to my hotel. But amidst all the chaos of the eruption, the taxi driver had the upper hand. And although I tried to bargain hard, I distinctly remember him saying, "Hey man, what can I tell you? Ash." And I think I must have said something like, "Oh, all right, man, just get me to the hotel." There were ash deposits up to 2 inches thick, which covered land areas of up to 4,000 square kilometres. But from the very first moments, I felt like I was in the Wild West. I'd never experienced anything like it before, and it was turning out to be a real adventure. I stayed in the Malate district, which was just south of the Ermita area, and there were plenty of bars and restaurants full of life. I'd had a few different rolls of film, including some Kodak monochrome film, which I used in my little Minolta camera. After they closed the airport for a few days, I felt sort of disconnected to my old life and started living it up in the old nightlife district of Ermita. Those of you that recall that time will remember some of these joints, as I snapped quite a few shots of the street scenes while out and about in that area. I mean, it looked like total madness to see security guys fully armed with military weapons standing guard outside shops and nightclubs and bars. I made damn sure to ask the guys if I could take their pics before shooting, though. Looking back, some of the black and white pics have a sort of timeless quality to them, as if they could have been taken during the Vietnam War or something. But I can assure you, it was 1991. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed looking back. It's well over 30 years now, and certainly a holiday that is etched in my mind, with all the natural disaster happening around me and the Wild West feel of the Philippines for a first timer was certainly sort of got the adrenaline pumping. And the nightlife scene, of course, was just great back then. So anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can always subscribe to my channel. There's lots of other travel videos there. So we'll see you on the next one.